welcome back to Fallout 4. And I'm just about to head up. Oh, let me level up real quick. I'm just about to head to Sanctuary and do that. And do their quests, or build Sanctuary basically. Oh yeah, I got Piper some new gear. Now she looks like a badass. And I got a few new things. Helmet, backpack. Finally got my the right leg. I upgraded them so that they were all the same color and stuff. I upgraded a few of my weapons a little bit. And yeah, so if you're not interested in seeing Sanctuary settlement building stuff, I'd just skip this episode, because probably the whole thing will just be Sanctuary. But yeah. So, if you are going to watch, I'll say, I said this before, when I do settlements on this game, as opposed to doing sim settlements and letting them build their own shitty shanty towns, and making a bunch of crap stuff at first because I have nothing, I turn on God mode and I just build it the way I want. I don't really care. I've been through the motions of grinding out, you know, tons of crap to get all the components I need to build stuff. And I'm just not interested in that anymore. So when I build them, I just build them my way, and that's all there is to it. Some settlements I build all the way when I initially do them, and then some I just kind of give them the basic shit they need, and then come back to it later and finish. But for this one, I'm going to do the whole thing. Maybe not 100%, but... So let's upgrade it. Now I can put 30 times the amount of stuff here. Alright, I gotta talk to Preston first.
Hey.
Hey, good to see you again. I was hoping you'd show up. I should have listened to Mama Murphy all along. Pretty nice place she's found for us. I think we could settle down here. Make it a place to call home. What do you think?
Yeah, I used to like living here. Before the war.
What do you mean? Before what war? Are you saying...
I lived here over 200 years ago. I was frozen or something for most of it. Just woke up a little while ago.
Damn. Like one of those old pre-war ghouls. You say you were frozen. Anybody else make it out with you?
My son. Somebody took him away while I was still trapped. I've been looking for him.
Damn. I'm sorry. I hope you find him. Let me know if there's any way I can help. Anyway, I am glad you're here.
Cue the awkward pause. Every
I hope you don't
time.
mind, but I've got another favor to ask. I've had word from a settlement asking for help. There's still hope in there are Minutemen out there somewhere. The only chance to start rebuilding the Minutemen is to show people that they can count on us when they need us. Trouble is, I've got my hands full here. Do you think you could go help out the settlement?
Yeah, but not right now.
I'd be glad to help.
That's fantastic. The Minutemen could use more people like you. By the way, if you want to help out around here at all, talk to Sturgis. I'm sure he'd be glad for all the help he can get.
No, that one's for 10 Pines Bluff, and that's one of the settlements where I kind of give them the basic stuff they need, and then leave them alone. Damn it, stupid Pip-Boy. There we go. Sometimes it doesn't want to disappear. Oh. Now I'm gonna build this kind of the way I have built it the last, I don't know, 6 times. I've started a new game. It's nothing too elaborate, but
wanted to do some work.
it's good
I'd be
enough.
glad to help. Just tell me what you need.
Well, for starters, we could use some real beds. We've been sleeping on the ground for too long. Just make sure we can sleep with a roof over our heads. Some of these old houses still look solid enough to do the trick. There's a workbench over there you can use. Give me a holler if you need anything.
Alright, so let's get going on this. Gotta activate the workbench first. And then This is the best way to do it. But like I said before, you gotta be careful doing this, because some settlements, it'll get rid of stuff you don't want get rid of, like walls. Especially if you have a mod on that allows you to scrap more than the vanilla game. Scrap all. And that'll give me a decent amount of resources, but I don't need them, because another reason for doing this is so that you don't level up 10,000 times when you're building settlements. And if there's anything you want to get rid of that didn't get rid of, you couldn't get rid of in any other way, you can, let me see if I can get it. Click on it. Okay, that wasn't it. Hold on, maybe I need to be out of the workshop. And it doesn't want me to click on it. Let me find something else, like, nope, that's not gonna let me click on it either. How about this bush? Should say something else. Anyway, so you click on something, you type disable, usually it works. So first of all, they want some beds. So I'm just gonna go ahead and build all the beds right off the bat. And I usually just give them these, because why not? And typically I leave like living rooms and stuff open as much as I can. I do have a mod on that allows me to have up to 50 settlers. So at some point I may have to change that. Just down and dirty at first. I need to change my walk key to be like I used to have it. I go for, if I want to make anything like real nice looking and tweak it out perfectly, I do that later on. At first it's all about function. But this is the best way. I mean, you get, the thing is, it seems like if there's more than 3 beds in a room, they don't typically like to share. So you gotta be wary of that. I think that sometimes applies to the entire house. But I usually just do it anyways. I'm going to, hold on, I'm going to change my walk key. To be like I usually have it. So I use all the houses. Just kind of put, try to put no more than 4 beds in a house. The empty places where the other houses were usually come into, I have a use for them. Okay. Sometimes you gotta pull them a little further away from the wall than you think, because the game likes to put stuff inside of it. Or, the clipping's weird. I had a mod that let me place stuff anywhere, but it would like work like half the time, so I just got rid of it. In my house, right? Oh no, never mind. There's a few, if you have the T49 power armor mod, there's a few pieces that were here in Sanctuary. They'll just get, if you scrap everything, they'll just get put in your workbench. I'll go get that armor after, at some point here. But there's no real use for power armor early in the game. There's no point. Like I said before, the only time I really use it is in the glowing sea, or if I know I'm going to be getting into something real tough. And I don't use my house either. I make myself a little structure here usually. And then I have that basement living mod that lets you place interior basements in different places. And then you can move them around even after you've built in them, which is pretty cool. So I usually put a basement on it too. And I have a few tricks to make sure people are happy. One epidemic I had on the vanilla version of this game was people never being happy. It was a total pain in the ass, but there's a few things I have that kind of... I would say they're cheating, but the settlement system was kind of bullshit before mods. It was a real fucking pain in the ass, pardon my French. So I don't really feel too bad about cheesing it out a little bit. I like to have them built, have them nice, you know, be able to come back and chill and do stuff there, and it doesn't look like a FEMA camp. But at the same time, I don't want to constantly have to come babysit them and like make them not unhappy. Okay. Now, typically, if you don't send more people to a settlement, at least from my experience, it still ends up, they max, it seems, around in the, like, low 20s. Like, usually with Sanctuary, even if I don't send anyone here, it'll end up there being, like, 23, 24 people here. Some of that's probably sending the Vault Tech guy back here and some other stuff, but I can send up to 50, and I used to have a mod, the version of the mod that would allow me to have up to 100 people, and that was kind of ridiculous. I think at Starlight Drive-In, one time I had like 100 people there, but that was when I had a mod that got rid of the height restriction. Which actually I have a mod that does that now, but it does it without conflicting. And I built like this skyscraper there. Alright, that's enough for now. 33 beds, way more than enough. But I am going for the whole kind of build, so.
Sturgis.
I like it. Having a place to sleep will improve everyone's spirits. What we need now is a reliable source of clean water.
I'm on it. Clean water coming up.
Whoa.
Great. Thanks again.
That was weird. My head was gone. Alright. So thanks to the Wasteland Workshop, I think that's what it was that added this. I can now have put in a good power plant here. And what the this stuff's not supposed to be here. Maybe I can give you an example now. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Did I just get rid of the bridge? Oh. Please tell me I didn't. Oh my god, that... Okay, so I didn't click on the right thing. I'm not sure what I just disabled. I hope it wasn't that important. Oh my god. Let's try this again. Apparently this isn't an object, huh? Oops. Okay, whatever. It's not that important. Usually those things get scrapped. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to build a... I really like this concrete that got added. I put like a little power station thing here usually. Just a little platform like this. Then, oops, power generators. And that Institute, oh fuck, I might not have the perks to make this stuff. Ah. This is, okay, I forgot some of this stuff. I'm gonna have to get the perk. And I want to build this whole thing, so I'm gonna have to cheat here. I can remove it later. But when it comes to settlements, I have no qualms about cheating. So, this is a cheat terminal. Oops, no, perks. It's intelligence, right? Science. Need science level 4. So I just do that. And then I can remove it after. But I want to build this place so that I don't have to worry about it. So I don't have to keep coming back here. So yeah, this is the Wasteland Workshop one. Let's see here. Try and get it up there. I'm gonna have to go up there. Gonna have to move it around. Preston, don't. HVAC. Just place it. Try to get it level. There we go. Okay, so we got that. So, gonna go ahead and place the recruitment beacon, but I'm not gonna turn it on yet. I'll put it over here. I'm not gonna plug it in yet. I don't want people showing up here yet. Another thing I do, even though it's kind of unnecessary, I do it anyways, is I have food generator. I use the medium one. And it doesn't actually add food, it just adds the stat, really. Oops. Okay, let's put a terminal. Oh wait, I have a better terminal, don't I? Put this guy down. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter which terminal. Okay, that's all wired up. And we put a few big old purifiers down here. I always overkill it. I don't really care. If you're looking for a long grind to make meager settlements, this is the wrong place. I don't fuck around. 120 water. Boom. Not legit, but that's how it is.
Hey, Sturgis.
I feel better already, knowing we have a reliable supply of clean water. I hope you don't mind me asking for some more help, but our food supplies are running low. If we're gonna settle here, we'll need to get some crops established.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start planting right away.
Good deal.
Alright. Kind of the same thing here. God mode's on, so I don't have to go get all the fruit and vegetables and shit like that. So what I do... And, oops, resources. Food. I have a specific order I usually drop this stuff. Mute fruit in the back. I always thought it was mutt fruit, until I finally heard them say it on here as mute fruit. And I'm like, oh, duh, of course it's mute fruit. Like a mutated fruit. Not mutt fruit. There's not two T's, but anyways. Just put on walk. Spam it. Make a decent amount, because once you get a lot of people here, it gives them something to do. Okay, next, I go from tallest to shortest, typically. Just how I do it. You try not to put them too close together, so that you can find people, and they don't get lost in the rows like children of the fucking corn. Alright, and next it goes, usually it's razor grain. Melons and gourds and, I don't usually make that, but if I do, I put it over in front of that other house on my left. I might later if we run out of jobs around here. Typically, though, if people need work, I have a few things that are called, like, busy stations, where it'll be like a crafting station you can assign someone to so that they'll have something to do. Even though it doesn't really do anything, it's kind of just to keep the settlement alive and keep people busy. And there's like all the crafting stations and then a few other things you can assign people to. And you can always put down scavenging stations and get Brahmin going for caravans. So I'll just do a row of these, and then a row of corn, or carrots. And then that's way more than enough for now. Nice and tidy. The planters I use in some settlements, it depends on the settlement. If there's a weird space or a lack of dirt, you know, like Jamaica Plain, then those come in handy. But here, you got all sorts of room, so... Alright, that's all you need. So now I gotta assign some people, right? Sturgis, you get to do the mute fruit. I gotta find the rest of these shit heels. You're not one of the shit heels. Well, you're a shit heel, but they just kind of wander. It's really... Oh, there you are. I hate you. I hate you. You get the razor grain. Put that old lady to work. Mr. Mopey, you can take the corn because you're corny. Then bitch Marcy can take the potatoes. If I can find her. Where are you, bitch Marcy? Hate it when they roam off like this. There's nothing around for them to do. Because I scrapped everything. There's nowhere for them to sit. So they just kind of wander. Codsworth, I can't figure out what to assign him to, ever. He never seems to actually do anything when I assign him to stuff. I think giving him like a guard post will work, but I usually just leave him be. Where the hell is she? This is the most frustrating part. And sometimes it lags when you assign people to stuff, I'm not sure why. It takes them a while before they get assigned. Preston, just leave him be for now. Oh, there she is. Come here, you. You mean, terrible person. Where are you? No. Damn it. Alright. You get the potatoes. It hasn't assigned him yet. Oh, no, it has. My bad. Okay. That should be good. They'll all eventually get assigned. Sometimes it lags, especially when you have a lot of mods.
Sturgis.
Well, this place is starting to feel like home. Now that we can grow our own food, I think we can really make a go with this. Trouble is, the more we establish ourselves here, the more of a target we become. What we need is to get some defenses set up. Then maybe Preston will be able to relax a little bit.
I'm on it.
Ah, thanks. It'll make everyone feel more secure here.
Now, when it comes to defensives, is where I really kind of do overkill. But there's I have a reason for that. I don't like building walls around my settlements because not only do the enemies typically spawn inside anyways, but I like to make towers and put turrets on top of them. And I have some neat turrets. So this is one area where people will just kind of spawn into your settlement sometimes. So, excuse me. So I have a mod on that allows me to stack these. I used to do this with metal foundations, or the squares, the like skeletal squares, whatever they're called. But for some reason that doesn't work anymore. And I'll usually go decently high, so that the turrets can see everywhere. And usually I'll just go build the towers, and then I'll turn clipping off and just go up there and just kind of hop between the towers, planting these. Oh, fuck's sake. Alright, I don't think I can place this on here. Oh, yeah, I can. They don't snap, so I just do my best to get them square. I'll go one more. Why not? If I can reach. Sometimes you can't reach. No, I can't reach. It's okay. There's no need for more than 3 here. They're not going to show up on the water side. Sometimes they'll show up out there. Typically it's up over here or back where I put that other one. And the turret set I have, I can put up versions that do not require power lines, which is good for making your place not look like as much of a slum. Alright, so I'll put one right here. Just go 4 up again, I suppose. Because sometimes they'll show up over there. Of course, they won't be really attacks until this place gets more populated. And I have that mod on, that real popular mod that gives you a warning, a better warning, for when your places are getting attacked, so you have a chance to get there before it fails. Okay. So that's done. So let's go to turrets. Oops, that's not turrets. Okay. Oh, fuck. My clipping disable's not working. I'm gonna have to restart my game. So, yeah, I'll be back in just a sec. Alright. Let's do this again. Oop. Went too far. So I have the... I forget what this mod's called. Oh, seriously, I'm gonna have to turn on gun nut to get this stuff. Okay. So gun nut and science need to go after I'm done. Or... Yeah, they'll go. I'll just turn them back on next time I do a settlement. Oops, no perks. Which one is it? Is it perception? No. Endurance. The hell's gun nut? Intelligence. There we go. So I had level 2. Remember that. Okay. Let's try this again. The turrets I usually use are super OP. They're ridiculous. I'm not sure if I'll still use them. So what I do, instead of building a bunch of blocks and ladders and stairs to get up here, I just no-clip. Easiest. The ones I usually use are... Yeah, this one. They're pretty awesome. Shoots out this crazy blue laser, just incinerates stuff. Makes this evil sound. You know, I'm just gonna use them. I don't care. I was gonna put some, like, weaker ones, but I don't really care. And I put them like that. So there's 4. They're guarding 360. Then I turn collision off. And I float my happy ass over to the next one. And do the same. And when I used to use the other... what are they called? They're like the metal squares with a roof and a floor and no walls. Anyways, I'd put 4 more below the top. And if you really do it right, you can put 8 on top of these, but that's overkill. In fact, what I'm doing is way overkill. But it's just so that I don't have to deal with the bullshit that comes with these settlements. Like, if anything shows up here, all I have to do, if, like, it says my settlement's under attack, all I gotta do is show up, and anything around these things are gonna incinerate in the blink of an eye. And then it'll be like, yep, you helped defend Sanctuary. I've tried messing around with, like, mods that, like, make the raids better and defending my settlement and stuff, and it's always kind of underwhelming. Like, if I want combat, I just go out into the Commonwealth. Defending the settlements is kind of a pain in the ass. Okay, so I still got God mode on, so I can just drop. So that's defense. I might make a... Sometimes I put guard towers here out front. Just at the front. Just kind of as a welcome to Sanctuary. I'll give one of these to Preston, maybe. Usually I'll give them to settlers and stuff later, or put a gate there maybe, but that's it for now. So that's more or less most of the basics, but I'm not doing just the basics here. So miscellaneous. I usually put my Brahmin troughs. I'll put them over here. Just like here. Here. You don't want to block either side because, well, I always have a hard time telling which side they stand on. But eventually they'll show up and you can use those for the caravans and stuff. Okay, so that one power thing I was talking about from the Institute Safe House is this. And it doesn't actually add to your power rating. What it does do is give a nice area of effect so that things like, well, like street lights and stuff don't need wires. So I usually put, they have a pretty decent range, but I usually put 3 of these in Sanctuary. One over there, one in the middle, one on the other side. So I'll put this one like right here. Kind of hide it. And this is from that Institute Safe House mod. If you have the Vault 98 mod that gives you an empty vault to craft in, they it adds, can't talk, a really nice water thing. Let me see, do I have that mod on? I'll show you. Yeah, these. You don't need purifiers. At some settlements, it's a bitch. So if you put this stuff around, a few of these, you're good. And yeah, it's just a water cooler. It's a cool addition. Okay, so the next thing I would make, the primary reason I put those around is because for the lights. I put lights in all the houses. And usually I have a mod that makes the Vault Tech workshop, or whatever, the one that adds the vault you can build. It makes them better, and I think they're pretty cool looking at night, the fluorescent lights. Yeah, this is one I use. Put a couple of these in each house, and it lights them up pretty nice. And usually they're pretty good about me placing them. Okay, this one's being a bitch. Okay, I'll put it like that then. See, it just lights right up. It's not the best, but I like the fluorescent lights. I think they look pretty cool. Sometimes I put them in the garage ports, not usually. And this is just for the houses. There's other lights I use. In a lot of settlements, I'll put the industrial lights like out on the front of houses, like on a porch light, kind of, because those things are really bright. Here in Sanctuary, I have a different method. I have another mod that makes those oil lamps from Far Harbor much better, and they look really cool if you set them up like street lights here, like along this, just around the cul-de-sac. Looks really cool. They make this nice hum when you go past them. Or, you know, kind of burning oil sound. I don't know how to explain it. Like a camping lantern. Okay, be like that. That'll work. Now I do this in all the houses. With the vivid weather thing, it gets kind of dark at night, so it helps to have this kind of light around. Lighting's huge for me in settlements. Not only does it look awesome at night, but it makes it easier to see, obviously. Being creative with this kind of stuff is fun, doing settlements, just not when you gotta grind for 15 hours so you can finish, you know, a few measly things in one settlement. Once I started doing settlements like this without giving a shit about whether I was cheating it out or not, I started actually enjoying it again. For the longest, a few playthroughs, I never even went to Concord. Never even met the Minutemen because I just did not want to do settlements. Oh, come on. Guess I can put it in here. Might bug some OCD people, but... yeah, OCD. Sorry if I'm a little incoherent. I've been up for like going on 24 hours, couldn't sleep. And I started playing this, and it's kind of like crack. It's actually the 4th episode. I recorded episode 1 of this today, and this is 4, so I've been, yeah, going at it for a little while here. Okay, that's all the houses. So before it gets dark, I'm going to do... I should probably put up the street lamps. Okay, so that's under decorations, miscellaneous, right? Oh, and I can put a doghouse here and send dog meat here, and he'll stay by his doghouse. Put it over here so he can be by the people. And this, I have a bunch of, I have Homemaker on and alternate settlements. I don't think I have settlement supplies expanded on anymore. I'm looking for, yeah, the oil lamp posts. So this is a little bit tedious, but it has a really cool effect. So let's start here. Okay. Pardon me if I don't really talk here, because I kind of count while I'm doing this. I'm not sure how effective it is, but it's like I back up and count to 4, and then I stop. Kind of fast, I guess. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Place. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place. It's not gonna be perfect, but oh, this one's gonna fuck me up. That was a little far. Should be getting, yeah. Alright, and then I'll put one here. Can I put them up here? Oh, I can. No, not gonna do that. And put one right here. And then basically I just repeat going back. So I'll start where this one is. And you'll see the effect once it gets dark. I'm not sure how well it'll show up on YouTube, but okay, cut a little short on that one. Oh. Put one more here. You can see. Pretty cool looking already. But it looks really, really cool at night. One more thing I want to try and get done before it's dark here is I wish I could get rid of these damn things. Frickin' bushes. Oh well. I set this area up kind of like the eating area for the people. And there's diners. This is kind of a bitch to get perfectly good. But if you do it right, you can get it to take up this entire square and make a cool little diner thing. It's all about getting that first piece right, and then the rest will snap in. Just gonna have to eye it. It doesn't have to be totally perfect. That looks pretty good. But then it also depends. Sometimes you have to go out further. I forgot. Damn, I forgot about that. Let's just go ahead and go out further. Okay, so liners. Okay, now we do a wall. And I'll take the one with the big open windows. And this is homemaker stuff. Damn, I should have either brought this one out further or in further. I'm gonna have to do this again real quick. It's starting to get dark on me. Okay, let's do that. Not sure this is gonna be exactly the way I planned. No, it's not. Fuck. This is the part where I do get a little bit OCD. Okay, let's just go ahead and bring it over. Okay, let's try this again. If it's not perfect this time, I'll just leave it. It's fine. Because I still gotta make the rest of it. Okay, I think that'll be okay. So, let's make the wall. I don't make like a small door on the front. I keep the front open so that people don't have a problem getting in and out. Don't want to go... Wait a minute. Yeah, I do. I think I usually make it hang over a bit. Now it's getting dark. I don't think it affects them getting in here. Or wait, was it? I made it shorter. I think that was the case. Let's not make it hang over in case it causes a problem. Okay, so now we go for the mid pieces. Don't think it really matters which one. These just snap in here. Raises the floor up, but makes it all look correct. Alright, so there we go. Sometimes I'll put stuff up there. Why don't we put this up here? Just kind of for the hell of it. Is it even gonna go? Or is that the one I put up there? Fuck, I can't remember. Brain's starting to shut off. See if that looks in the middle. Kinda looks odd though. Hanging down like that. Might cause problems for them too. Let's do this. There's absolutely no... What the hell? I think I chose the wrong mid-piece. Oh well. There's really no reason to be doing this. Just kind of for looks, I guess. And because it has neon. No real reason. Just on the front. Just like so. Alright, so let's put some lights in there. Fluorescent ceiling lights. Okay. I usually make it pretty bright in here, as people tend to stay in here after dark. Oops. Come on now. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Alright. Is that hanging off the roof? Yeah, it is. Fuck. It's gonna bother me. Go up there. You son of a bitch. Okay. You get to die. Use the other ones. You're gonna be more cooperative. And I have a mod that changes, it gives you different options for stores. So I'll be able to fit all the food ones I want in here. And it's sort of unnecessary, but what I usually do is take 3 of these. All restaurants in here. Let me just find the correct distance from the wall so that they can get in here. I think it's usually like that. And find the correct distance from that wall so that they don't get stuck back there. Then make it straight. Then you can just snap them together. And then you got 3 food stands, which will make everyone happy. I think this is right. Yeah, that should be fine. If not, I'll move it later. So, then I do furniture. It is chairs, right? Should be... If I have a big area, I'll use like picnic tables and stuff. You can use individual chairs and stuff like that. I think there's a newer version of that. From... No, okay. These seem to be the most expedient for saving space and stuff like that. You want to make sure not to put them too close together either, or you'll cause major traffic jams in places like this. Just do 3. I wanted to do that. Okay. That... I'll leave the one in the middle out. Hopefully that will be okay. Now they got more than enough places to hang out. Stuff like that. And so I use, for the rest of the stores, some of them don't actually help with your, happiness and stuff. But for outside, I use these ones, which are... Damn it, I wish I could get rid of this stuff. Oh well, I'll try and disable it later. I put them like this. Do general store. Then, let's do... Oops, I am zoning out now. Do a surgery center. Sketchy surgery center. Then we'll do a clothing shop, because that... Everything I put so far actually adds happiness. The other ones don't, but they don't detract from it either. Damn it. So, armor and weapons. You don't have to worry so much about where they're at with these, because the NPCs don't actually come up to these. They won't go, you know, not like the food stands where they'll go up there and buy stuff. Okay, there's one other thing that I usually put. It helps with happiness. I think it's under miscellaneous resources. Yeah. This will help. The other one won't, but it will give someone something to do. I usually put it like right here. This doesn't actually help, like I said, but it does give someone a job. And there you have it. You can see what I mean about these lamps. Looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. Just trying to think. Okay, let's just talk to Sturgis and then I'll do the rest.
Sanctuary. I knew you'd join us here, kid.
Sturgis.
Your energy is tied to
Sturgis.
this place.
Thanks for doing that. We'll all sleep better at night knowing we have some defenses set up. It's been a long road. But yeah, I think this is it. Home. Feels good.
I was glad to help.
Well, I appreciate it. Of course, you know you're welcome anytime. My door's always open to you. Windows, too. Some of the walls, actually, come to think of it. I guess I better get back to it. Take care now.
Okay, so I'm gonna wait until daytime here. Or no, I'm not. Never mind. I was just thinking, since it's dark, it'd probably be a good time to set up the other lights I usually do. The rest now, I mean, this is way beyond everything they need. One thing I'm gonna go do is turn on the recruitment beacon. I haven't put anything here yet. This is usually, oh right. This is where I put my scavenging stations. Especially if I end up getting 50 people here, scavenging stations, a lot of people are going to be using them. This is kind of a miscellaneous stuff area, so I usually place several of these things. For now, I'll just do that. Okay. Let's get some lights going on. There's a few places I put these industrial lights, because they're real bright. Kind of place them anywhere, too. I mean, real bright, relatively. Let's plug this in. I try to come back here now and then while the place is growing to give the people that show up stuff to do. But I was thinking, why don't I put some lights around just to kind of light the whole place up? I know I got these oil lamps and they look cool and all, but I think I'll put some lights out front. Just to help more. Kind of all over the place, actually. I like the fact that the nights are darker and stuff. But it just makes the lights look cooler. The towers are a different story, I'll show you in a minute. Doesn't help a whole ton, but it does add some life. It doesn't help that the weather is real dark right now, because it's on autumn mode still. Alright. Looking good. So these towers, I take these red industrial lights and put them on these towers. Usually a third block up, all the way around. Don't know why. Maybe because they're defense towers. Caution lights or something. Just seems right, so I usually do it. And these lights, there's a bunch of different colors of them. You can make some pretty cool effects if you set them up kind of all together or in different patterns and stuff. Kind of hard to see. Okay, that's good enough, I guess. These aren't the brightest lights, but they work. Using fire barrels is another cool method for lighting areas up. Sometimes I'll place them in front yards and stuff just to add, especially the ones that with like the wire, the ones that are in like the wire barrels. It gives a really cool, I'll show you, it gives a really cool light effect. After I'm done making my evil towers of death here. These things are brutal when you see them shooting at stuff. There's some really cool turrets, and there's some ones that are really ridiculous that like launch like automatic mini nukes and stuff. Okay, I can't remember if it's in lights or it's in decorations. Miscellaneous. It's this one. put some of these in some yards. It's a cool effect it gives off. And then another cool one for like interiors of houses is they're like the oil lamp things from Far Harbor. I'll put some up somewhere and I'll show you. It's if you like fill a room with them, it's really cool looking. Put one right over here. Put one in my front yard. Put one here. One here. Oh, I haven't built my my house yet. I'll show you what I do for that. This is gonna end up being a long one, but I mean, if you're still watching, you probably don't mind. Going a little overboard, but it's okay. There's no such thing as too much when it comes to stuff like this. Well, okay, maybe, but I'm not there yet. Anyways, nice and lit up looking around here. I'm gonna have to wait till daytime if I'm gonna do the house of mine here. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I'm not thinking of. Okay, a few new people showed up, actually. Not you. Probably all asleep. Let me see if I can find a few. If I can put one on the food stand and one on the... oh, there's actually 4 of them sleeping in one house. That's kind of weird. If I can put one on the food and the clinic right off the bat, it'll help a lot with... oh, happiness. Right, one of the things... It's under special. And yeah, I have a mod on that allows me to make power armor frames. If I want to. One of the things I have is the Happy Maker. I'm not sure how effective it really is, but I've always put one down somewhere, and I think it helps. I don't know. I'm gonna make sure to turn it on. Allegedly, it kind of does something that raises the happiness. Okay, these are those things you can make. I think I typically use the fallout shelter here. And since my building is going to go here, I'm going to place it right out front. I'll show you that when I get to it. Okay, yeah, I was looking for the newbies. Look how nice it looks though. All lit up. Fuck, I gotta get up for a minute, so just a sec. Okay, back to what I was doing. Actually, I just forgot what I was doing. Oh, right, I'm looking for the newbies. Got 2 new people here. Want to assign them, because they'll be easier to find when they're sleeping. Unless they're not actually here yet, or they're standing out in the street or something. Preston's still fucking patrolling. I've got to do a dialogue thing with Piper too, because she just bugged me when I was when I loaded back in there before I hit record again. But I want to try finishing this stuff first. Leave that for next episode, maybe. Where the hell are they? They picked the house out in the edge, or... They tend to pick the houses that are closest to the center, it seems like. Or closest to the workshop, I'm not sure how it works. Okay. Here's a settler dude. Let's put him out on the... Oh, let's put him on the restaurant. I'll give Preston something to do at some point here. Put him on this restaurant. Wake his ass up. Is there someone else in that house I missed? That'll help with happiness. If they get someone serving them food, helps a lot. Yep, Mr. Barman. Where's the other one? What the hell? You didn't need to get up in the middle of the night, buddy. Damn it. Gotta go around. The hell is this person? Probably gonna be in the last house I check. Did I already check these? Damn, I'm getting tired. I can't tell if I check these. They might not be here yet. Sometimes they take forever to walk in. It just says they're here. I know there was 5. Okay, here he is. Mr. Creepy creeping around out here. No, you're not going to be a guard. You're going to be a surgeon. You are hereby qualified to mend wounds. No, that's not the right one. There we go. Okay, now I think I can do this at night. I think I can do this at night. Just wondering if I want to build this right now or not. I think I do. I can get the basic start of it here. I really don't feel like it though. So basically, well, I'll do it some other episode. I use the concrete and just like kind of make walls and floors around this entire thing. Usually make it like 2 stories, just ugly, industrial looking concrete building to kind of be my place. Put everything I need in there and stuff like that. But I think Sanctuary is pretty much good to go. I can leave for a while. The next thing I'm gonna have to do on the next episode is go to 10 Pines, and I'm sure they'll want me to kill some raiders or something. After which I'll need to do their settlement so that it doesn't fall. They don't get pissed off. But that will be like a real quick build. I'll just give them the basics. It won't take long at all. Just basically give them beds, water, you know. That's it. And don't put up a recruitment beacon so that no one else shows up. That'll be something I do later. Yeah, I think I'll call this one for now. And yeah, we'll carry on next time. Maybe here. Let's go do the Piper dialogue real quick before I sign off. Get that out of the way. Where did you go? Weren't you over here? There you are.
Hey,
You say the word. Always on good behavior, aren't you?
I try to be.
Seems like you're doing better than trying. I appreciate it. Too few folks can be bothered. Of course, in my experience, if you want to do real good, playing nice only gets you so far. I mean, look at Diamond City. A place I've been trying to warn of real danger. But every issue I publish, all I hear is, "Oh, Piper, why don't you ever publish anything happy? Piper, why can't you write something nice for a change?" It's enough to make me want to hang up my hat some days.
sounds like it must be exhausting.
No kidding. But people, they deserve to know the truth. Sure, it can be scary, knowing what's really out there. A night doesn't go by, I'm not afraid some Institute drone will decide today's the day to pay old Piper and family a visit. But it's worth it, because I know the truth. That's what protects us.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. How can you protect you and yours if you don't know what you're facing?
Exactly. Most folks, though, they'd prefer a comforting lie. Not me. I've seen firsthand what the truth can do. My sister and I, we grew up way out in the Commonwealth. Tiny little settlement. Our dad, he was part of the local militia. Keeping the raiders off our backs and the mirelurks out of our latrines, as he'd describe it. Well, one day, our dad turns up dead. His captain, asshole named Mayburn, claims raiders must have gotten him on watch. Well, I didn't buy it. I start making inquiries. Turns out, the captain, he'd sold out. Thought he wasn't getting paid enough to babysit the town. He was gonna leave the gates open one night. Let a group of raiders sack the place and take a cut of the profits. My dad found out and was gonna turn Mayburn in, but Mayburn got to him first. And I wasn't about to let that bastard get away with murder. I tried talking to the mayor, but he wouldn't listen. So, I papered the entire town in posters. Wanted for gross dereliction of duty, Captain Mayburn. The mayor sure wanted to talk after that. The town threw Mayburn out on his ass and were dug in when a very surprised group of raiders finally showed.
I'm sorry about your dad.
Thanks. It was hard after he was gone, but knowing that he died doing right, that's always made it easier. But hey, I'm sorry if I've been rambling. I just get fired up sometimes. It's just nice to talk to someone who actually seems to get it, you know? So, should we head out?
Okay then. All right, we're done for now. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Take it easy.